Airport Information Alpha, 1100 Zulu. Wind 085 at 7. Visibility, 6 in heavy rain. Sky condition, ceiling 1900 broken. Temperature, 6. Dew point, tree. QNH 1021. ILS X-ray runway 1 right and ILS X-ray runway 1 left in use. Landing and departing runway 1 right and runway 1 left. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft route back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Alpha. Gardermoen Airport Information Bravo, 1100 Zulu. Wind 085 at 7. Visibility, 6 in heavy rain. Sky condition, ceiling 1900 broken. Temperature, 6. Dew point, tree. QNH 1021. ILS X-ray runway 1 right and ILS X-ray runway 1 left in use. Landing and departing runway 1 right and runway 1 left. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Bravo.
Let me show you how I do it. Yeah, I might be a renegade, but this is how I play the game. And I'm not doing it afraid. Let me show you how I do it. All day, all night, I do it big, living the life. Let's go, let's fly. I do it big, living the life. Big, big life.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Microsoft Flight Sim in Oslo, in Norway. Yes, cyber, heavy rain. So yesterday I flew from Oslo, headed to Bergen, and then I got a game crash, and I just didn't have the energy to set everything up again on stream. So I had to interrupt. That's why we're flying this leg now. Yesterday we flew Bromma, Oslo. So that was the complete experience, at least. All right, let's see. ESX.
Boarding requested.
Yes, I just read some bad news. Yeah, I expected something like that to happen. I wish I could say things will only get better, but I don't know about that. Better for whom? Is my follow-up question. Right.
Before start checks started. Hydraulic A pumps are off. Altimeter is set to 1, 0, 2, 1. Nav, beacon, and logo lights set. Emergency exit lights armed. Window heat is on. Radios are on. Departure briefing is complete. Logbook has been checked. Alternate flaps off. Stall warning tested. Engine and wing anti-ice set to off. Flight control shutoffs on.
ENGM.
Anti-skid tested.
November
Comparators
Golf
checked.
Mike. Runway, I would think 01 left. That's the closest to us.
Ground proximity warning system checked.
Flaps 15. Yes.
Airspeed warning checked.
The
Yaw
speed.
dampers on. Throttle warning horn tested. Stabilizer trim checked.
Trim
Trim tested and set.
4.5.
Flight director checked.
Doesn't look
Pump
like
one is
4.5 to me, actually.
Hydraulic B pump number 1 is on.
But I'm a bit confused too, but
Fire control is checked.
it looks more like 4.25.
Flight recorder checked. DC power checked.
Alright.
Rudder power is checked and on.
And
Radio
we
master
are
is on.
only
Chocks and cones are removed.
aiming for not
Before
lower
start
than
checklist complete.
8,000 feet. We got mountains on our approach, at least in an early stage, what you would call higher mountains. There we go. And let's see if, yeah, this is the landing on Bergen. All right. So fuel is set, and load is 17,730 kilos, gives us a gross weight of 68,542. Not too heavy, at least. Not on this one. All right. Yeah, I agree with you, Cyber. Traffic injection? No, I actually had to shut it off. I'm thinking of introducing live traffic, but I don't know. We'll see. I need to try it out before I stream. I don't want to get upset too much during streams. I want to prepare. So yeah, we don't have. We only thing we have is other players once in a while, but that's all for now. From next month, I will invest in beyond ATC, so that's gonna get better because they still want us to fly on 44,000 feet on approach. So that happened yesterday as well. So all right, where were we? Yeah, we're gonna go. Yeah, everything is over with the automatic procedure flow, crew manager. But I like to once in a while just take a little peek here so I get acquainted with the checklist and so on and so forth. Alright, enough for now. ILS approach in Bergen, hopefully. I mean, this time it better work. It all depends on the weather, but it didn't look good. 109.9, and it's set there, so it's prepared as well. The nav. And yeah, we don't have many waypoints. I mean, we got a few in the end, one in the beginning. So starting with Bergen, then we're gonna aim for 8,000 for Ludiv, and then we're gonna crawl down to probably 4,000 just before approach, something like that. That's what I got from yesterday. It's a slightly different flight plan from yesterday. It was a little bit tight I felt yesterday, but yesterday wasn't as bad with the weather, so it was still cloudy, but it was broken, somewhat broken, at least. Say that the aircraft models will still work, so at least that's something. Yeah. Huh. Oh man, yeah, it's starting to get really complex. This, so many people involved in the development of this, and I'm thinking at some point the best functionalities should be injected into the sim from injected like by default from you know, some third-party developer, maybe, I don't know, but it just, I don't know. Christopher Walken wants through. Oh. Alright. So we're gonna set our, I think we're gonna go 19 on this one. Perhaps we have to go higher. So we will, but not too high. I'm setting 23,000. Okay, let's set 25. Don't want to go higher than that. Sorry about that. Alright, let's continue. On with the stairs. How are we doing on the other side? Yeah, as per usual, they're just sitting there. Alright, we're gonna close them too, and they will move away as soon as we initiate our pushback. And this is gonna start off, and it's gonna be start off as an IFR. I mean, I cannot do anything about it, I don't think. Got him on ground. Departure straight out.
Gardermoen ground, Scar Cargo 722 with Bravo. Request taxi for takeoff. Departing straight out.
Scar Cargo 722. Taxi to and hold short of runway 1 left using taxi.
De-icing.
Charlie 2 Alpha 6 Mike Alpha 5 Mike Alpha 2. Contact tower on 120.105
Oh, yeah.
when ready.
Hang on a sec. That was something new. I didn't prepare for that. Interrupt pushback. There we go. Oh boy, yeah, that was. Taxi clearance, runway 1 left, cool.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 1 left via taxiway Charlie Charlie 2 Alpha 6 Mike Alpha 5 Mike Alpha 2. Scar Cargo 722.
I believe we need to cross the runway from what I've seen on the chart. We'll see if that's true. De-icing. Request de-icing. Additional service, I guess. Press de-ice.
The
Let's see
icing
him.
vehicles are coming now.
Oh my god. And every other vehicle as well. Everybody's here all of a sudden. Alright. This is going to take a little bit longer. Of course. It makes sense though. It's really that kind of weather. So yesterday I didn't get the pushback to work from here. Something happened during the process. So I actually backed up with my engines. That's always cool to do. If they leave you with it, oh man, that looks kind of close to the engines. Hey, they just didn't consider this one, did they?
Confirm aircraft is ready for treatment. We begin treatment now, and observe. Fluid type 1. Concentration at 50%. I will call you back when ready.
They actually sound Swedish, not Norwegian, so. Faith, my engines! doesn't help. Yeah, some volume I cannot do anything with, except for, hopefully it's not too loud on you. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Hang on a sec. I will fix it. I'll try to fix it. Yeah, there's no way for me to handle just that specific, for whatever reason. Maybe in the GSX settings, I don't know, but... Alright, hopefully this is better now. No, not really. Yeah, we could have been inside. I don't know if that would have helped, but... Sorry for being all over the place with the camera right now.
De-icing and anti-icing completed. Anti-icing code is fluid type 1. Concentration at 50%. I am disconnecting. Good day.
Good day. Alright, now we've done that. I don't think it's necessary though, but... I mean, of course, in real life, but in this case it's just a show, just for show. Alright, give me my pushback now. No, no more de-icing. It's too freaking loud. Some of the checklists are too loud too when they speak it, when the co-pilot or the crew speaking it. It's also like super sharp. For brief moment, it actually hurtful.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
There are sandblasting the aircraft ready for the fate. Yeah, they probably did. They probably did. Most likely. Alright.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Inserted? Well, yeah, of course. Maybe they got Swedish crews in Oslo. I don't know. Most likely not, but...
Locking gear.
Turning on the ignition, or trying to at least. Yeah, that de-icing part, I'm definitely going to be inside next time. If I don't find the GSX settings, let's see if we got something here. Station. Sound volume, here we go. So, there we go. Shaving off 30%, see how that works. Yeah. And they want to know where they want to be. Continue pushback. Do you request de-icing? No. Already did. Why do you keep nagging about it? Nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Commencing push.
Oh
Due
my
to
God.
icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
So what? I cannot start any engines before that? Is that what you said? Rules are they? No rules. I'm going with number 3 at least. It would be kind of cool if she would tell me off, like, what are you doing? No engine start. I said, no engine start. No fuel, introducing fuel for 3. But Hildur Viking is out and about. Oh, nice frame rate. Maybe it's the generator, the frame rate generator, but these are the smoothest
Please set parking brakes.
wipers I have ever seen in the sim. Yes, ma'am. What now? It's okay. Going around with engine number 1. I cannot do that at this time. Introducing fuel, engine 1. Starting engine number 2. Shutting off starter, engine number 1.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
Generators for that. Selecting gen, well, 2, 3. Shutting off APU. I'm gonna let the system know, but yeah, basically everything should be on. After engine start check.
Start checks.
Tow truck disconnected.
All
Bypass
packs
pin
are-
removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
All gens closed. Beacon lights on. DC power checked. Boost pumps all on. Hydraulic A pumps on. Hydraulic system B beacon and logo lights set. Emergency exit lights armed. Window heat is on. Gyro nav compass source set to normal. Alternate flaps off. Engine and wing anti-ice set to off. Flight control shutoffs on. Anti-skid checked and off. Comparators checked. Ground proximity warning system checked. Flight instruments all on 1. Airspeed warning checked. Yaw dampers on. Spoilers detent. Flight director checked. After start checks complete.
Right. Taxi checks.
Taxi checks. Taxi lights are on.
Yes, they are. I'm gonna start.
Flaps 15 set. EPR for engine 2 is set to 1
Yeah,
decimal.
this one will. We
9
need to go get over to the other side here. There's no text away all the way.
2 decimal 2 1. Trim is set to 0 decimal 2 0 8. Pro heat on.
Did I announce my taxi, by
Air
the way?
condition checked and set.
I did. That was a while ago.
Taxi checks
Well.
are complete.
We got some winds too. Nothing serious though. American Airlines? Sure looks like it. Thank you. Like I said, looking forward to be on ATC. Pretty freaking cool. What was that? 767, right? Oh, it was a freaking 737. Looks so big. I don't know what's going on here, but there's some kind of thing going on here. Yeah, so that's PMDG, I guess. That I should implement some Scandinavian stuff, and they would probably appear. Norwegian. I think I actually did. Not sure if it worked though. We'll see. Everything is so funky anyways, this universe. So nothing really surprises me anymore. Or it maybe annoy. Cyber is still around, by the way. Yeah, most likely. That's something new too. Oh, look, it's a race. That's fun. And he's floating away. Most likely we got different versions of the airport. Oh, cool. Killing space pirates. Alright, let's see. Guadimo Tower 120105. VFR? Now this is interesting. Well, sure.
Straight out departure.
Well, no. You must go IFR. Oh, I'm cleared, man. I'm cleared.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 1 left.
Alright, so he's gonna take off here in a floating position. We just gotta have to wait for that.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 1 left. Scar Cargo 722.
Alright, we're gonna do our before takeoff check.
Takeoff check started.
Oh, he's actually going to the other side? No. He's gonna
Brake
take
is
off.
set to RTO. Ignition set to continuous. Essential power is on generator 3. Anti-skid on. Strobe lights on. Landing lights on. Taxi lights off. Transponder is on. APU is off. Boost pumps all on. Oil cooler is off. Air condition checked and set. Pack trip set to normal. Pressure switch on flight mode.
Up and away. Into the nothingness. Alright, we are going to take a left after takeoff, sharp left. Lights on, flap set, trim set. We're gonna go for it. You're up. Auto throttle engaged.
Scar Cargo 722, leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Scar Cargo 722, frequency change.
Very VFR. Not so much. I would love to go over to autopilot, but at this point I don't feel that I can do that. If it fails, oh boy, I'm gonna have a lot to do. I'm just gonna monitor, fly manually for now. I see that we got airspeed. Flaps up anyways. Gonna get more airspeed now. Why am I turning to the right? Lifting the nose a bit. Gotta get good airspeed. 7,000 feet. I'm gonna engage the autopilot now. And reduce the climb rate somewhat. There we go. 10,000 feet coming up. Pushing up to 320 or so knots. Still no, okay, so I probably have to Lutiv, activate leg. There we go, manually. And hopefully it will catch up. Now we are connected. So now it should be following the line. Got good speed, 12,000 feet. Yeah, this is kind of exciting. Nice. Still going for 19,000. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, we're going to 23 at the most. No, 25 actually. Most. Yep, it's turning. Aligning with the line. After takeoff checks.
After takeoff checks. Ignition is off. Landing gear is set to off. Hydraulic system B, pump 1 is off. After takeoff checks complete.
Nice. Even cooler than yesterday so far. Alright. Leveling off, 19,000. and I kind of feel that we're going to 23,000 feet. So let's do that. $142 miles. Let's see the approach, how it looks. Bablu, 3,000 feet. Don't have anything on NAPAM. Okay. Look. See through there. Thousand more to go. Also, we are going to set the UNH 1013. There we go. It is possible that the game crash yesterday was my fault. For one, I didn't restart the whole computer. I usually do that before stream, so everything I done prior to stream is erased, like from the memory, and just a fresh start like that. I did not do that. The other thing I did, which I actually think was the reason, I was messing around a little bit with the values of the plane. There were two things. I tried to get the pilot and the co-pilot and, if possible, the engineer to be visible inside. I failed. The next thing was there were two female pilots from the outside. That's okay with me, but I wanted male ones, so I did that. Then it seems to be working from outside, at least visibly, visuals. Only reason, I am male and my co-pilot sounds male, so that's why I want to change it. Otherwise it doesn't really matter. What next was my reversers. They don't, I can only engage them when the nose wheel is on the ground, with a slight delay too. So I always feel that I just lose a lot of valuable, on short field landings, a lot of valuable, runway before I can engage my reversers. And it should be possible. On the F variant, you can. As soon as you're on the ground with the main landing gear, you can apply the reversers, then they will engage. Not on this one, not with the Super 727. So I try to override that and see if I can change values. So all in all, it didn't like that. I think because after that I started to have issues. Regardless, I started to stream, and obviously we didn't reach Bergen, so because the game crashed. So hopefully everything will work fine, because I put back the old files before I started to change things around. So everything is how it was before. Yeah, also, I didn't manage to fix the thing with the reversers anyway, so I don't know how to deal with that. It is kind of annoying, but I will have to live with that. So that settles it. When I'm flying Brazil, I'm flying the F model. It's, you know, just, I think it's just slightly weaker, so the takeoff roll, it's not going to differ much, if any. But the landings will be shorter, because on that one you actually have a reverser on the middle engine as well, not on this one. So you get plenty of braking power if you want to stop, and I kind of need that in Brazil, so I'm going to be flying that model. I prepared both, just like for this one, with the skins. I have both engines with this skin and this livery, and same with the Viviana one for Brazil. Alright, we got good speed, 23,000 feet. Fuel looking good. And we still got 100 miles to Lutev. Let's enjoy the view. The highlands of Norway. Awesome place to be riding motorbikes. To a different planet. So everything here is well above the sea level. What you see, it's like a plateau basically, just sticking through the cloud layer. Pretty freaking cool. And amazing on ground level as well, like down on the ground. Airport. Alright, let's see how, I think we might have to start or descend now. No, not really. 47. Then it's going to be kind of a fast descent after that, because after that we only have 10 plus 6. It's nothing really. Actually not, because that's not the approach. The approach is here. We got a few waypoints, but it's all low level, so I'm going to aim for 8,000, and then I'm going to just carefully descend down to 6, and from there it should be doable. Yesterday, like I said, I had a different flight plan, and the lowest altitude marked down on that arrival was 5,000 feet, I believe, if I remember correctly. Possibly 4, now 3. So I could actually put in 4,000 on this napalm, but I need to check that first, where it's located. Still don't know how to get the how to get the Lutev is still just past the mountains, then it's going to be lower. And then let's go to Napalm. I don't want to go to Napalm. I want to kill that one. We don't need Napalm. remove. There we go. Why is it doing that? Hang on. Blue. Anyway, in which case ever, I might just take a right turn and come back in, I don't know, after Lutev. But we're gonna aim for Blue, I think. And like you see, we can probably go down to 4,000, at least 5 before that. $65 miles to Lutev. And we need 47. Yeah. Get a peak right there. And although we are on 23,000 feet, it still feels pretty close. Like not so much. I don't know how many thousand feet it is, but my guess is 7 from sea level-ish. Kind of like Alaska, Southeast Alaska, you got a lot of peaks around 6,000-7,000 feet. Or that would be my safe altitude. I think they are lower than that, so I guess maybe 5,000 and 5-6. My reference is my own altitude rather than mountains. That down there could definitely be a Hardanger Bridge. Hardangerbrua? I'm not sure though, but it looks like it. They have got a few bridges, but I think that's the biggest one. It's a really cool bridge. I've been there a couple of times. It's majestic. Connecting land. All right, 44. We're a bit late. That's all right. Let's do 2,200 feet per minute descent. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yes, Cyber. I can recommend you Norway. Mountain lakes. All this, the highlands. Hardangervidda. I think they call it that. How about this? Look at those cliff formations. Wowzers. Saying wowzers. These are big ones. Wow. Look at that. Look at that valley. Like I said yesterday, when you ride through these valley roads between mountains in Norway, you really feel small. Like those walls. Look at that mystical lighting. Freaking awesome. Top tier, definitely, most definitely. Alright, coming up, it's 14 miles out. We're still 13,900. We need to get this one going. 2,800 feet, we need to slow down. 230 or 10,000 if possible, before 10,000 feet. Approach, setting the nav on the ILS. Putting max braking power for this one. Arming the, if it's, no, it was not armed, spoilers. Anyways, doing the approach checklist.
Approach checks. Nav, beacon, and logo lights set. Brake pressure checked. Altimeter is set to 1016.
I'm gonna
pumps all on. Crossfeed number 2 is
execute
open
our
and
approach
1
now.
and 3 are closed. Fuel heat off. Hydraulic pumps all on.
That looks good.
Approach checks complete.
That looks excellent, actually. So far, so good. And we're gonna settle on 8,000 for a little bit, I think, before we go down to 6,000. The way the current tune playing sounds like a remix of soundtrack 80s era arcade cabinet game called R-Type. Slightly slower beat. Man, they might be related. It's The End. John Carpenter's The End. John Anthony, not Carpenter's. Yeah, it is. John Anthony scratch mix by John Carpenter. Is that the same Carpenter? Who made the music? Assault on Precinct 1. Anyway, that's all I know. Alright, setting 6,000 and just gonna check the map here. Yeah, we are gonna descend now. With say 1,200 feet per minute. Do it. Speed is good. We need to get a hold of the tower here. Not gonna do the Fresland approach right now. We need BR, not BG. It's farther from me, I guess. There we go. Flesland. 119105. Full stop.
Flesland Tower, Scar Cargo 722 is 15 miles northeast, 7200 is Sierra to land.
Make straight and runway 17.
We need to slow down even more. I feel like I'm starting to get behind the plane for some reason. Flaps 2. Get the hydraulics going.
Make straight in runway 17, Scar Cargo 722.
Flaps 5. Alright, we're good. This is 6,000, so let's get down to 3,000. feet per minute. Oh, we got Bergen. Parts of it at least. The little we can see. I think that's the Bay Area. Yeah, I'm positive. That's Bergen. Also a really beautiful city. One of the best. Man, this is going to be a beautiful approach. Look at this. I'm going to try to get the glide slope, but we will be able to, there's Flesland, to do a normal approach actually. We need to get down faster now. Here we go. Much faster. But now it feels safe, so. I've got 2,800. Just diving into it. Beautiful. Look at this. My dirty aircraft. See if we can nail the glide slope now. 3,000 feet. Going down further, 160. Going flaps 30. Gear out. Down. And landing checklist.
Landing checks. Flaps 30 set. Ignition set to continuous.
There we go.
Anti-skid on. Landing checks complete.
It actually looks like you want to capture the glide slope, but it haven't yet done so. I might have to interrupt because it feels like we're too freaking high. Very typical by me, by the way. Alright, I will do it. As per usual. Alright. It's bad again?
Star Cargo 722, wind 198 at 5. Clear to land runway 17.
Clear to land runway 17, Scar Cargo 722.
And disabling auto throttle. Doing a manual landing. This is perfect visual, so. Gear down 3 green. We got 30 flaps there. Coming up. And we got auto brake on max. And sport is armed. Landing lights on. Oof, everything's set. Yeah, I would definitely would have enjoyed an ILS approach, partially from the outside, but it is what it is. Right, we're gonna trim a bit. Nose up. Coming in 140. Don't want to get too low here. I'm monitoring my speed here. Of course. Trimming up a bit. Oh boy, we're floating. Welcome to Bergen. Bergen. Alright, we're gonna rough. We're gonna keep rolls.
Scar Cargo 722, exit runway when able.
Yeah, I almost got it. Fine though. Alright, flaps up. Oh boy. There we go.
Scar
After landing.
Cargo 722.
After landing
Contact
checks.
ground on 121.
Brake
decimal
pressure
905.
That looks like crap.
Pressure switch set to ground.
Oh boy. That doesn't look good. Oh my
Landing
god,
and
that's
strobe lights are
definitely
off, taxi lights are
not
on.
that aircraft. Alright, whatever. Always interesting.
Spoilers down.
Scar Cargo
Anti-skid
722. Acknowledge
Ignition
last range
is
trip
set to neutral.
Apologies to the
AC on the
121.905.
To the
Scar
tower.
Cargo 722.
APU master on.
yeah. Oh, something else.
Starting the APU.
Alright, so we are there and we're gonna go there, and it looks like it's empty because I said so. Okay, take the middle one there, select, I'm choosing from the map, and I love the follow me vehicles, so we're gonna ask for one of those. Either Bideru ground handling. Yeah, I want Bideru ground handling just for kicks.
APU generators closed. Essential power on the APU.
Follow me, estimated time of arrival 27, what? Where is the guy? There he is. Oh man, that's a helicopter for sure. Which I don't have. So, feast your eyes. Hovering SAP 340. Alright, that's pretty cool. Let's go. Show me. Show me the way, buddy.
Engine number 2 bleed open. APU bleed is APU generators closed. Galley landing checks complete.
We made it to Bergen. I'm so happy. I was kind of upset yesterday when it crashed. And I was so close. I was just about for, doing my approach, and in the middle of it, it just crashed. I'm like, I'm gonna do this freaking whole trip over. I was thinking about just starting with the approach, but nah. That stream is going messed, kind of. I'm still gonna have it, but I might put in the description if you want to watch landing on Bergen. You should watch the next stream. After that, yeah, it was. I'm sure the approach would be equally cool. The weather was kind of the same, maybe a little less cloudy, but just a little bit less. I think it was basically the same over here, but it was more cloudy now in where am I supposed to go? Oh, okay. Feels strange. Oh, okay. They want me to be facing the other way. That's interesting. Never seen that before. It's really cool. Of course, I've seen this before. I never tried it. Middle one, of course, yeah. Almost there. We good? We're good. And APU is on. Good. Set on APU, set on APU. We can cut the engines. That was nice. Deboarding.
The boarding requested.
Deboarding. Deboarding.
Securing aircraft checks. Parking brake set. Transponder off. Engine and wing anti-ice set to off. Window and probe heat off. Beacon off. Emergency exit lights off. Boost pumps all off. Hydraulic system B all off. Hydraulic A pumps are off. Radio master is off.
Yeah, it's a lot
Galley
more
power off.
than on this
Securing checks complete.
Deboarding
Aircraft is
siding.
safe.
checklist. I'm gonna take a short break, so see in a bit. We might take another flight. I haven't decided yet, but I need to make a phone call, so see ya. Okay, so it turns out I will have to leave. But it was nice compliment from yesterday's, or completion of yesterday's game crash. That's why it was so good. So we actually got to Bergen airport. Maybe we fly from here next time. Anyways, thank you for watching, and hope to catch you on the next one. Have a wonderful Sunday. Bye for now.